How's it going, Plant Heroes? Plant Hero Call here today. We're gonna do a little tech talk. We're gonna unbox and do a little real-world review of the DJI Pocket 2. I wanna show you here. This is mainly something I got for myself so that I can take it to plant shops, get some nice footage for you, and it's very light and portable. Should have everything I need to make some magic happen. So let's unbox it and go from there. All right, so this is the box that you get. Has everything in it. It's got the Pocket. Obviously, this is a 3-axis gimbal, so it'll keep the footage nice and steady. And then it's got the do-it-all handle, a tripod included, wide-angle lens mount, and an extra battery. What is this thing? Oh, that is the microphone. So it has a wireless mic that can clip on to your lapel if you're out in the field. So hopefully you'll see me get much better quality footage now, is the goal. All right, so this is what you get in the box. You've got the Pocket in its nice case here, the do-it-all handle. This is the wireless mic with a little cute dead cat attached to it. Couple different attachments here that I'll go into. This is the fun little tripod they give you. Oh, let's open it. How do we open it? Here we go. You can see that there. Nice, compact, folds right down, really cool. Charging cable. This actually, I just noticed, is a pretty impressive charging cable because it has one USB port, but then it has 2 USB-C outs for charging. Both the microphone has a USB-C and the Pocket also has a USB-C. So you'll be set. So before I walk around a bit with this with you, I want to show you a couple other things that come in the box and the setup real quick. So I did show you the tripod already. That's there. This is a piece that would go on the bottom of the Pocket, and it would just have a tripod mount bracket, screw mount ring. Anyway, that I'm gonna probably stash in storage somewhere. This is the one I really care about. This is the do-it-all handle. It's got microphone, USB charging, audio in and out, so if you want to listen to it on a headphone set, and then a tripod mount right here. So this is what enables this wireless mic to work. Oh, that means the wireless mic is probably not working right now because it's not attached. Before I walk around, I will connect it and we will turn the audio onto that and see how it goes. And then this also gives it wireless capabilities to your phone, so you don't need to connect it with this little guy. This would slide into where that control ring is and let you just attach your phone right to it, and it gives you some more controls on your phone, which is nice, but I more so want the portability and I don't want my phone hanging off of this thing. So this one is a USB-C. So if you have a USB-C phone, you'd be set. This is a wide angle lens. I'll connect it later. We'll do a couple tests, and then probably gonna get rid of this. Who really uses these anyway? And then the case that it comes in, that you can travel around with it, actually has slots down inside the case. I think you can see this. I think you can. To store these guys. So it's got 2 little slots here, and then for the wide angle lens, it's actually magnetized, and that will pop right into here somehow. I have not done this yet, so we are learning together. There we go. Nice. So that lens is in there and it's not gonna fall out. You can keep these in there if you want. Just keep everything with you in case you need it. load it up. And I actually realized recently that I think the tripod can actually go on the bottom of the case right here and be stashed like that, but I need to adjust the screw on here because right now it sits like that when it's all the way screwed in, and that's not right. So go ahead and open this guy up. This is the case that it comes in. Fits right in your pocket, but this is how small it is. Normally, if you were to attach the handle that you need to get the wireless mic going, it would be a little bit bigger, but for now, you got this little small pocket-sized gimbal, which is gonna be handy. It's gonna be awesome. I wanna get one of the attachments on. So right here, you can see, let's do this. This just peels off of this, slides right off, exposes some connection ports, and if you want to attach your iPhone to it, here's the dongle. This would slide right into here, like that, and you could plug your iPhone into there. Or really what I want to do is I want to get the joystick on. This is the joystick module. Gives you better control while you're filming. Let's get that on, and it clicks. And now you have a joystick here to adjust the gimbal. Let's turn it on for a second for you. All right, so there's a couple different modes. I'll go over that in a bit, but I think really what I want to do is test out this wireless mic and walk around the greenhouse a little, see how it goes. So this will clip right on. It's gonna be a little bulky, and maybe I want to use a lavalier mic eventually, but for now, we're gonna deal with this furry hamster on my shirt. The nice thing about this is you can be filming, and then I think it's a triple press, and it's on you. And stabilized and good. This one has a little bit of a wide angle on it, so it'll be a little bit of a different shot, but it should still look okay. And let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're gonna do a test, kind of walking around the greenhouse, show you a little bit of different image quality, and hopefully be able to see the difference, especially with all the fine details in the plants here. But so right now we have 4K at 24 frames per second. I'm just gonna do a walkthrough. This is using the wireless microphone here. Okay, we are at 1080p, 24 frames per second again. So we're gonna do a test walking through. This is still using the wireless microphone, and you'll probably be able to see a little bit of a difference, and compare the two, see what you think. Okay, so last test that I wanted to do was 4K at 60 frames per second, because I want to see if the extra frames per second will help the plants a little bit be less ruined by frame rates potentially, because you can kind of get lost in the fine details when you got a lot of plants in there. Next, I'm gonna take this wireless microphone off and show you some of the internal mics, the sound quality there. So let's go ahead and switch this. So we are now using the internal microphones. There are 4, and one on each side, and they are supposed to do directional audio, so they would cancel out sounds from the other directions where you're not talking. Okay, and next we want to do a test showing you the different modes. So I'm gonna switch it. Right now I'm in tilt lock mode, so the camera should stay steady even though I am tilting the whole gimbal like this, like that. Let's switch the view and we'll walk on tilt lock, see how clean it looks. And you can't really tell, I think, but I'm moving the entire gimbal in my hand side to side as I walk. Okay, and this is FPV mode. So basically any way I move the gimbal, it is going to allow the camera to kind of follow it a little. So let's move it this way, and you can see the screen kind of tilt. So as I do that, even downward and upward, so that gives you all the freedom, but it could create a less stable image in the end. So let's flip the camera and do a little walk, and I'll do some more rotating, see what we get. Okay, we are walking and kind of moving the camera side to side again. Feel like you're a drunk airplane coming through. But you can do really cool things where you get down low. Say you want to see these plants, you really feel like you have full control of the action. Something like that. And then the next mode is follow. So this one keeps it relatively straight, but it will allow a little bit of movement as you move the gimbal. So you're not going to get the full, wavy flight sort of feel, but you won't also have that straight locked horizon. So you can kind of, it has a little delayed reaction as you go back and forth, but it will allow for some movement. Let's flip it and see what we get. Okay. And we're moving side to side. I think this is the mode I'm going to use most, just because it's nice and stable. Okay, so next up I want to attach the tripod, the little unfolding one that I showed you earlier, and I realized it actually is on a little rotating piece, so it fits right into the case in the tripod adapter mount that it has hidden in the side. So let's see that. Fits nice and clean right there. And then you just unscrew it when you're ready to use it. Boop. And when I said it fits in the side, this piece rotates like that. And it just gets nice and snug in there. So let's take that off, pop it on, and we are on our tripod. So I can walk far away from this. You should still be getting good audio. This is kind of a mic test. I could even turn away and go over here, and you should still hear me pretty much the same, which is going to be clutch because this is so easy to connect and work with. The next thing I want to do is show you a little active track. So I just tap twice on my face. It does face tracking, and I should be able to kind of move around a little bit. It does seem a little bit herky-jerky sometimes, but it's better than not having any tracking at all. I believe you can draw a box around the subject, and if it's, say, a plant or something, it would focus on that even if the camera moves. So that could be kind of cool. So here I have active track on this first snake plant, and the camera is just following him. It kind of figured it out, even though it's not a face. So I can move around, and the camera will reorient and keep following even as I move away. It lost it, picked it right back up. So this is what the case looks like when it's fully outfitted. It's got a tripod on the bottom, little microphone, actually clips into the top here with the dead cat and all. You can kind of see it in here. So that just stays on there for easy access and portability. And then inside here we have the two different front adapters that you can slide on, and the wide angle lens that just magnetizes right in there. So you got everything you need. We're gonna do a little test of the wide angle. So this is straight out of camera, what you see normally. And here I have the wide angle lens that apparently just magnetizes onto the top here. Like that. So with the wide angle, hopefully there's not too much distortion. Again, I'm using the microphones on the Pocket 2 right now, but let's see if we can take the wide angle off, show you the difference. The Pocket actually knows when the lens is on and when it's not, so if you were to turn it off with the lens on, when it does its little stowaway move, it recognizes that and holds it out for you to take it off before you jam it in there and break something. But okay, here's another wide angle off, wide angle on, wide angle off, wide angle on. I don't think I noticed too much of a difference, to be honest, but let's see if we can get that plant out of here. So that's off, that's on. You get maybe, you know, a couple feet on each side extended, but it doesn't give you that GoPro fisheye, you know, funky distortion look. So yeah. So that's my initial kind of playing with it, figuring it out. There is a pro mode where I can control all of the camera settings, such as shutter speed, exposure, things like that. But I definitely need more time to test it out in the real world, see what's happening with it. If you want to see anything specifically related to the Pocket 2, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do a little quick deep dive into some settings or something for you, but that should be a good first example. And I think what we're going to do now is take it into the real world, onto a job for what I would actually be using it for, and see how it performs in different office settings, how some of the functions work. And if you find any of this useful or just entertaining in general, just to see some gadget stuff, drop some fertilizer on that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you like content like this, if you want to see the gadget side of my life and the technology I use to improve what I'm doing. Because I think that's an essential part to being a plant hero, is trying to embrace all the knowledge around you and do things to the best of your ability. And sometimes that means using tools that enhance your skills. So we'll catch you out in the field and see how some of this footage looks when we get back. See ya.